Don't do that.
Do what?
Yeah, don't touch my daughter like that ever.
So you teach your daughter to put her hands on me?
No.
So who taught her that?
No. She did that herself. She did herself to defend herself.
I'll say somebody first to finish.
Stop. Sean. Chill. You better stop. You better start something.
Stop playing with
You
me.
better start something. Stop playing with me.
Hold on.
Let us know you riding with him. Stop playing with me, Sean.
Hold on.
How we playing?
I'm
I
drunk.
was hitting somebody's face.
Everybody.
All right, well, chill. Just chill. Let them talk. You making it worse than what it is.
I only
So-
do factual.
Why you lying?
That's rude.
Why you trying to lie?
That's
What are we doing here, bro? What, a beef on live
Don't
or
be
what? What? Don't say don't beat me up.
Please
What?
don't be.
So you trying to be weird?
I'm not.
Bro, I will leave you in here and nobody, like, you can, like, what do you mean? Nobody wanna fight you?
Don't hurt me, please.
Why are you trying to fight?
You're not finna just disrespect me for no reason and think, oh,
You call me a bitch all the time, bro.
okay. And you are one. I call you a bitch right now.
What?
Because that's what you are. That's what you are.
I'm not.
Okay, what are you?
Chrisean.
Alright, move. Don't play.
Carlos.
I'm you right now. Don't touch her.
Right.
You can't touch her.
Right.
You can't touch him.
I like this dick. You're the best. Did I go insane? Stop it, Jesus.
Blueface?
Stop it, Jesus.
Something unexpected exploded online, and it all traced back to a joke that wasn't even that serious. Blueface was on a dating show, fooling around and tossing out random comments like he always does. He made a quick joke about his own child, something he probably thought would get a laugh and be forgotten right away. But as soon as the clip made its way around the internet, Chrisean Rock went live on Instagram and said things that made people stop what they were doing to listen again. This time, she didn't just yell or throw out insults. She crossed a line that almost nobody crosses online. She mentioned his home address. The second she said those numbers out loud, the whole situation changed. It stopped feeling like the messy breakups and loud arguments they've had for years. It suddenly felt like something that could jump from the screen into real life, where the wrong person hearing the wrong thing could cause real trouble. People who normally laughed at their constant drama went quiet, because this wasn't the kind of fight that stays on social media. What made it even stranger was how small the moment was that triggered everything. If you blinked, you would have missed it. Nobody watching that show would have guessed that a little joke would turn into people whispering about danger, street problems, and whether Blueface needed to start being careful. But to understand why the situation went off like a bomb, you have to look at their long, chaotic history. Once you do, the reaction starts to make more sense. Even before that live stream, things between Blueface and Chrisean weren't stable. They've never had anything close to a calm relationship. When they first met on his reality show, the connection between them was loud, unpredictable, and intense. What looked like a TV romance turned into a relationship full of arguments that played out in public. Clips of them fighting in parking lots, yelling at each other, breaking things, or getting the police involved were posted online so often that people became used to it. It wasn't the kind of drama where a couple argues and then apologizes later. It was the kind where real damage happened. One of their earliest blow-ups even left Chrisean missing a tooth, something people still mention every time their names come up. And once their baby was born, things got even rougher. Their son arrived in 2023 during a time when their relationship was already falling apart. And the pressure only grew when Blueface went back to dealing with his other child's mother, Jaden, while Chrisean was still pregnant. Suddenly, everything became a back-and-forth triangle with both sides, throwing comments online, deleting posts, then posting something new minutes later. Even after they separated, things never calmed down. Blueface ended up in jail for a case he was fighting, Chrisean kept moving from place to place, and their attempts at co-parenting were anything but peaceful. Every few weeks, they were back on trending pages with another argument or accusation. People who watched them for years thought they had seen everything. But this time, even they were shocked. The moment that set everything off happened during a dating show Blueface was filming. These shows usually feature a bunch of women trying to win over one guy, and he was in his usual mood, joking around to entertain the cameras. He stood in front of one contestant, looked at her, and burst into laughter like he already knew he was going to say something reckless. Then he told her she looked like his son. He didn't say it warmly either. He said it like he was trying to spark reactions online. He repeated the line and smiled at the camera as if he thought he had said something clever. For him, it seemed like a quick joke, something the internet might laugh at for a day before moving on. But anyone who knows the history between him and Chrisean could already tell this was not going to end quietly. People have made comments about their son before, and every time photos of the baby come out, the internet starts comparing him to different people or making jokes. That kind of attention would get under any parent's skin. And Chrisean has always been quick to respond when she thinks her child is being made fun of. So once the clip spread, people online split into two groups. Some laughed and said it was just Blueface being messy. Others said he went too far by dragging his child into a joke on camera. But even then, no one imagined Chrisean would react the way she did. Most expected her to post a short rant or maybe fire off a tweet. Nobody thought she would take it to the level she took it. When she saw that clip, she didn't brush it off. She didn't play along. She launched straight into anger, and the tone she used made it clear she wasn't joking. By the time she started her Instagram Live, you could tell this wasn't going to be a quick blow-up. It wasn't about the joke anymore. It was about everything they had gone through. The fights, the disrespect, the cheating, the shouting matches, the tension around their child. All of it came boiling up at once. She started the live stream already heated. Her voice was sharp, she kept pacing, and she repeated the same points over and over because she was hurt and furious. She said he bullies her. She said he constantly talks down to her. She said he disrespects their child. But then something in her tone changed. She started sounding more serious than usual, almost like she had something heavy on her mind. People watching began typing comments like they could feel something was off. Then she started saying things that scared viewers. She talked about him not being around. She said things that made people think she believed something bad was coming his way. The way she spoke wasn't like someone arguing with an ex. It was like someone delivering a warning. Every line she said made the comment section explode with messages, telling her to stop, calm down, or think before speaking. And right when everyone thought she had reached her peak, she pushed it even further. She didn't just talk about danger or disrespect. She said he wasn't safe. She spoke like she knew something others didn't. Her words carried a weight that people in their world understand too well. Even her supporters were alarmed. The people who usually defended her went quiet because they knew this kind of talk doesn't stay online. In their environment, certain phrases can spark real consequences. And then she crossed the final line. She mentioned his address. Once she did that, it stopped being internet drama entirely. Then came the moment that turned everything from messy drama into something disturbing. In the middle of her anger, Chrisean began saying numbers out loud. At first, viewers didn't take it seriously. People thought she might be exaggerating or just trying to scare him. But then she kept going. She didn't hint at his location. She started saying the real address. Piece by piece, she revealed exactly where Blueface lives. The reaction online was immediate. People inside the live began screen recording. Others took screenshots. Clips hit social media within minutes. As soon as that information spread, there was no way to undo it. Anyone who has followed Blueface even a little knows he doesn't live the quiet life of someone tucked away in a safe suburb. He has history, he has enemies, and he's been around people who take problems personally. His past isn't clean, and his name is tied to situations that can turn serious fast. So, when Chrisean started saying his home address out loud, the mood changed instantly. It wasn't an argument anymore. It wasn't entertainment. It wasn't a celebrity meltdown people could laugh at. It felt dangerous. It felt like something that could affect him the moment he stepped outside. The comment section exploded with people warning her to stop. Others were stunned, confused, or afraid of what could happen next. But by then, the address was already out there, being shared and reposted across platforms. She didn't just insult him, she didn't just get emotional, she gave thousands of strangers precise directions to his front door. In LA, especially with someone who has ties to the streets, that crosses into a level of danger that fans and outsiders recognized immediately. People who know how the city works started speaking up, saying that this kind of information falling into the wrong hands could get someone hurt. What she did has a name: doxing, exposing private information that can put someone at risk. And because she mixed it with threats and comments about him not being safe, it became even more serious. It wasn't just sharing an address. It sounded like she was giving people permission to go after him if they wanted to. Anyone watching knew that someone with bad intentions could easily take advantage of that. The strange part is how different this was from what she's been saying for months. Chrisean has often posted about being scared in LA. She's talked about not feeling safe, worrying about people following her, and feeling like the city is too dangerous for her and her son. She even left Los Angeles and went back to Baltimore because she couldn't handle the stress of living there. She said she constantly felt on edge and had to protect her child from chaos. But in this moment, the same person who said LA was too dangerous for her was giving out someone else's address with zero hesitation. She didn't hold back. She didn't try to blur it. She said it clearly, on camera, with thousands of people watching. It was the complete opposite of everything she had been claiming, and fans noticed right away. The contradiction made the entire situation feel even more unstable. This wasn't the first time she stirred things up, though. She has a pattern of saying things online that could create tension between groups or put people in difficult positions. She's done it before, then pulled back when things became too real. But this time, she didn't back down. She went all the way, fully aware that the whole internet was watching. And once the live stream ended, the clip didn't stay contained. It was everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube Shorts. People reposted it so quickly that even if she tried to delete it, it wouldn't matter. The damage was done the second she said the last number. Anyone with internet access could find it. The reactions online split into two sides. Some people cheered her on because they thought Blueface crossed a line with his joke. Others were horrified, pointing out how dangerous it is to expose someone's address, especially someone with his background. Comment sections were full of people saying she went too far, warning that someone could end up seriously hurt. There's also the legal side. Doxing can come with consequences, especially when it's connected to threats. Even if Blueface doesn't want to get the police involved, the act itself is risky. Someone could easily claim it put him in danger. And in a city like LA, where problems can escalate quickly, revealing an address can be a trigger for things to get out of control. Behind everything happening online, Blueface had to be more alert. He's from a city where exposing someone's location can stir up real trouble. Even if he jokes about it, even if he acts unfazed on social media, he knows the risks. He's been in situations before where things turned physical. Now, with his address spreading across the internet, he has to watch every move. But there's someone in this story who doesn't get talked about enough. Their child. He's the one caught in the middle of all of this. He didn't choose this life, yet everything his parents do online, every argument, every leaked clip, every threat, becomes part of his environment. One day, he'll be able to look up all of this. He'll see the videos, the fights, the comments, and the times his name was dragged into their public arguments. For a child, that's a heavy reality. Instead of growing up away from the chaos, he's part of it because the people responsible for him bring their problems online. Their co-parenting has been rocky from the beginning. Instead of shielding him from attention, they've made him part of nearly every disagreement. Viewers see the drama, but it's the child who ends up affected long-term. This is the part that hits hardest. While the internet treats the chaos like entertainment, the one who gets caught in the crossfire is someone too young to understand any of it. He's stuck in a situation shaped by adults who keep turning their conflicts into viral content. The story hasn't ended. People will keep watching, reacting, and spreading clips. But this moment showed how quickly things can get out of control when someone uses social media without thinking about the consequences. What started as a joke became something much darker, proving once again that online drama can turn real in seconds.